Welcome Youngstown to another exciting high school basketball game. We've got the Struthers Wildcats and the Chaney Cowgirls tonight. We've got senior night for the Chaney Cowgirls, and we're waiting for the PA announcements. I'll be joined shortly by my co-host on commentary, James Naples. I'm Joseph Naples. We've got the wonderful Chauffin crew here. As we get to see the team lineups, we've got for the Struthers Wildcats, number 0, Ava Croyle, number 1, Natalie Adams, number 2, Vivian Marker, number 5, Riley Guy, number 11, Caitlin Kimball, number 12, Jordan Durst, number 13, Natalie Wallakow, number 15, Gianna Martin, number 21, Morgan Marshall, number 22, Skylar Tucson, number 23, Malia Law, number 25, Bella Sahil, and for Chaney, we have number 0, Alexandria Pete, number 1, Josiah Burley Anderson, number 2, Simone Lewis, number 3, Sanaya Howe, number 10, Delayla Asensio Pagan, number 11, Alyssa Brown, number 14, Marcy Loggins, number 20, Nia Jones, number 21, Jemiah Jackson, number 23, Mia Vargas, number 24, Isis Harmon, and number 34, Sasabil Al-Karim. So tonight should be a pretty good game. We last covered the Struthers Wildcats playing against East. And today we get to see the Chaney girls in action, getting to see Alyssa Brown, Simone Lewis, and Alexandria Pete again. Last time we saw them, they had a big win in a big rivalry game against East. And how are we doing today, Jim?
Doing great, Joe. So what are we looking, today's game, I know it's senior night for Chaney girls. We're going to be, taking care of that business here in a minute. But for tonight's game, what are you looking for out of Chaney?
Out of Chaney, I'm looking for them to just take care of business. On paper, when you look at the two teams, Chaney winning their conference, Struthers having a difficult season, and you can't always have a great year, and sometimes things just don't swing your way. But I'm looking for more out of Struthers, honestly. I want to see if they can handle the scoring ability from Chaney when you have two really high-level scorers in Alyssa Brown and Simone Lewis, who are just a sophomore being Brown and a freshman for Lewis. And then you have Pete, who doesn't always show up in the points category, but will definitely show up on film and definitely will show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Right, you're looking to see, the intangibles and the other things of scoring, right? So we're talking rebounding, block shots, assists, all around hustle.
Absolutely, and something to note that we haven't had recently in a couple of these games is both teams have pretty deep rosters coming into this game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how deep each team goes into their bench.
And we're still just awaiting the PA announcements for senior night here.
It's a nice night out tonight. It's not real cold. Temperature's supposed to be warming up to the upper 30s, maybe even low 40s by tomorrow. So, yeah, not too bad of a night. A little rainy, but at least it's not cold and snowing.
Absolutely, and senior night for the boys went pretty well, winning their rivalry game against East.
Yeah.
Hopefully tonight we can make senior night for the girls just as good with a victory.
Yeah.
And here come the PA announcements. Ava and Katie from Struthers there.
She plans on attending YSU for basketball and studying sports medicine. Congrats to Janiyah Island. All right. Next senior, number 24, Isis Harmon. She is escorted by her mother, Tiasha Rudolph, her dad, Charles Harmon, and sister, Shaylove and Nevaeh. She's participated in basketball along with track and field all 4 years. She also participated with Chopin her junior and her senior year. Her favorite Chaney memory was joining the sports and the different experiences that it brought her with her coaches and teammates. After graduating, she plans to pursue a degree in early childhood education along with traveling the world. Congrats to Isis Harmon. Next senior, number 0, Lexi Pete. She is escorted by her father, Victor, and her grandmother, Natalie. She's participated in volleyball her junior and her senior year and varsity basketball ever since her sophomore year. Her favorite Chaney memory has been winning a conference and putting up a banner for the first time in school history for the Chaney Cowgirls. After graduating, she plans on attending YSU to major in nursing and plans to be a traveling nurse by the time she's 25. Congrats to Lexi Pete. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 2025 SVC champion, Chaney Cowgirls Seniors.
Already coming back off of those introductions there, the PA announcements. We had Chris Gunther on those.
Yeah, give a big shout out to Chris, Youngstown's own Chris Gunther. Thank you, Chris. I'm sure the seniors appreciated that very much, as well as our audience as well.
Absolutely. And 2 of those seniors expected to be playing a majority of this game, that being number 5, Janiyah Island, and number 0, Lexi Pete.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We've got a little bit of time here before tip-off, about 20 minutes or so. We'll be kicking this game off. Let's see. Yeah, about 15 minutes or so we should be getting going here. Looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting matchup, especially when we got to see, now that Chaney's won the conference, right? They're getting ready for playoff basketball. So you definitely want to go into playoff basketball strong. So they definitely want to pick up a win here tonight, play good fundamental basketball, and hopefully they can, like I said, get the win and go into the playoffs on a hot note. So what's the record there for Struthers this year?
They're 6-15 and they're 5-7 in the conference.
Okay, and what teams have they played so far this year?
They played Mineral Ridge, Harding, West Branch,
Austintown Fitch, Cardinal Mooney. So they played a lot of the same teams. Ursuline I see on there.
Their wins came against Champion, Hubbard, Poland, Lakeview. They beat Poland twice, and a win against Girard.
And they had East on their schedule, and they lost to East. So yeah, this should be interesting to see, what Chaney can do here. Chaney's played a lot of the same teams that Struthers has played here locally, and so it'll be interesting to see, how Chaney handles this. I expect though Chaney to come out and play good, sound, fundamental basketball. And game may be close early, but I'm predicting that Chaney's probably going to run away with this one by 12 to 15 points would be my guess, somewhere in that area.
And the head coach for Struthers has to get her girls right, Coach Haley.
Yeah.
If you can play good enough defense on Alyssa and Simone and force the others to have to be the point contributors,
right,
it can keep you in the game until you can get somebody on your roster to get hot.
Yeah.
Because really all it takes to stop a good offensive team is for you to just be able to last through that initial wave of energy off the beginning of the game,
Right.
and find someone that can just produce offense for you.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the things that, that we talked about before, with Chaney only having 3 seniors on this roster, it's a pretty deep roster, moving forward for them.
No, absolutely. With Alyssa and Simone only being a sophomore and a freshman respectively, for the next at least 2 years after this, you're going to have them together, and that's going to be your 1 and your 2.
Yeah.
That's going to be your point guard and your shooting guard. That's going to be the main focal point of your offense moving forward. And then if you can get some of these other underclassmen to develop into good 3-and-D type players that, you can let Simone and Alyssa drive and penetrate into the paint and then kick to open shooters when defenders collapse.
Right.
If you can get someone to be able to be that presence down low like Janiyah is down low for them now, because once she's gone, you have to figure out who's going to be your big, who's going to be the person that is going to take a majority of those post-up opportunities for you.
Right. Or, maybe if you don't have somebody that can be that big, then maybe you have to change your offense a little bit and go, more of a pick and pop type offense.
Somebody that I do really like to fill that role potentially is Sanaya Howe.
Okay.
I think that she could potentially fill that role in the future. And I think if you can get Janiyah to work with her a little bit more towards the end of the season and, maybe a little bit in the off season before she eventually leaves for college, you could probably get Hal to the point where you could run an offense through her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because she has pretty good footwork down there, good spatial awareness for when defenders are trying to rip at her to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, and for the most part, their guards have really good handles. So, that's one of the big things with guards. You want to make sure that they have a good, good ball handling skills.
So what are you looking for on the defensive end from Chaney today?
I'm looking for that persistent defense that we saw, when they played, especially like when they played East. Of course, that's a rivalry game, so you always get, up a little bit more for that. But I'm looking for the good defense. I'm looking for, some block shots, some steals, half court to full court pressure. We may see that from time to time. And then it'll be curious to see what defense they come into, if they play more of a man, if they play a 2-3 zone, but that all is predicated by how they, whether they play full court or half court trap, or they may not pressure the ball at all, and they may just come down and get in their set defense. So we'll see what'll happen tonight. Like I said, I'm expecting Chaney to come out hot and try to get a lead quick in this game. Struthers does have some shooters, so their shooters can get hot, and you know how it goes. Shooters get hot, and you just never know. They start feeling it and start hitting them shots, and next thing you know, you're going back and forth in a 3-point game.
So when you look at the stats, so a majority of the team has played through the 20 games that they've played this year for Chaney.
Okay.
You have a couple missed games. You have 1 missed game each for Brown, Lewis, and Island. They've all played 19, and those are the top 3 contributors point-wise for the roster. Pete's played every game. Jackson's played every game. Howell and Pagan have played 13. Isis Harmon has played 15. Al Corin's played 8. Jones has played 4. And Marcy Loggins has played 5. And, I mean, looking at this, Island leads the team in rebounds. Alyssa's not too far behind. And then it's Pete. So, again, Island could be a difference maker if she can crash the glass today.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the big thing. You're going to need Pete and Island are going to have to be down there crashing the boards. Definitely going to have to see if they can at least maybe get a block each. I know that they average around both average around a block a game. So, you know, if you can get 1 or 2 blocks there, those could be quality defensive stops, right? So it just, and then steals, you know. Pete's averaging 2.3 steals per game.
Alyssa's averaging 3.6.
Yeah, so, you know, she's right behind. So that's, you know, definitely need the production on the defensive side. You need to crash the boards and get the defensive rebounds. You can't allow Struthers to get offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities.
And here's the thing about the rebounding for Chaney. Island leads, but when you look at her splits, offensive to defensive rebound, she actually is better on the offensive end at rebounding. She's averaging 4.4 offensive rebounds a game to 3.8 defensive rebounds. So it's not necessarily that she's crashing the glass defensively.
Right.
It's that when her teammates miss, she is more often than not going to be the person that comes down with that rebound and has the opportunity to put up that second chance shot attempt.
And you know, we talk about that, cleaning up the glass, right? If you're averaging 4.4 offensive rebounds, you know, that could be 4 shots right there a game that you get.
Absolutely. And something that isn't really stated enough about bigs is when you get a big that doesn't necessarily crash the defensive glass, you're thinking, oh, well, what are they good for?
Right.
Well, when you can get a big that can run the floor, your guards can get the long rebounds off of missed shots, right?
Yep.
And you can just kick it down to your bigs down low. They can get shots rolling at the rim, potentially draw fouls, and then, as Island does, getting rebounds off of misses and getting second chance opportunities.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm curious to see what the rotation looks like for both teams tonight, how deep they go into their bench. And I think that could even be predicated depending on what the score is too, right? You know, if Chaney gets hot to start and they get out to a big lead, you know, maybe we see some of those bench players come in. But then again, you know, I'm not sure what their schedule looks like, but, you know, if this is one of their last home games, you may see especially being senior night, you may senior stay on the court the whole game. So it just kind of all depends.
They've got tonight and then in 3 days on the 15th.
Yeah, we'll be here to cover that one.
So they've got those 2 games for sure left on the schedule, and then any other playoff matchups.
Yeah. Yeah, playoff basketball's coming soon. You know, this is the time of year you want to get hot. You want to play your game. You want to be able to do the things that you can do, and just that's what Chaney's looking to do tonight. And
again, congratulations to Coach Barry on winning his conference, and congratulations to all the ladies on this team. A lot of times, if you don't win a state championship, it feels like a lost season for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
But when you haven't won a conference championship in as many years as it's been for Chaney to win one for the girls,
right?
Winning that, just no matter what happens the rest of the season, you've had a successful season.
Yeah, and it makes it all that more special, you know.
Especially for the 3 seniors on this team that are going to be leaving this year, knowing that your last year you were able to contribute to not just a winning team, but a conference champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gentlemen, I don't want to interrupt you too much, but I want to tease the new program that's going to be happening on Schaffen Broadcasting YouTube page, the Sports Show. So I got a video clip to run for the audience, and then you could embellish more about it after it's over.
Alrighty, let's get to that.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Youngstown? Director of Athletics Nick Safara here. Wanted to introduce you guys to a new show that we're going to kick off on Schaffen Broadcasting. It's going to be called YCSD Sport Report. Beginning on February the 18th, every other Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we're going to spend about a half hour discussing about sports in the district, what goes on behind the scenes involved with sports, and all the people in different places. We're going to bring in guests from the community, guests from the schools, some student athletes, coaches, and just show you guys everything sports inside of Youngstown City School District. Information, times, game starts, anything and everything we can talk about. We're going to also open it up to a live session for some questions on air that we would love to answer and share with you guys to be extremely transparent. So again, set your calendars, set your markers. Beginning on February 18th at 1 p.m., we're going to kick off the YCSD Sport Report live on Chauvin Broadcasting, shared through all of the social media pages. And we're going to start episode 1 on the 18th with Mr. Dennis Yalmer, who's next to me now. And he's going to discuss the e-games portion of what we created and added within the last year here in Youngstown City Schools. And Dennis, you've got some words, take them.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be talking on the 18th about esports. So everything esports in the district here that Youngstown offers, both at East High School and Chaney High School. Talk a little bit about our program, our labs, what games we have to offer, and what kind of doors it can open for students who do participate, scholarship opportunities for next steps post-graduation.
Beautiful. So as we said, February 18th, 1 p.m., YCSD Sport Report live on Chauvin Broadcasting. From there, the schedule will be every other Tuesday. So mark your calendars, ask your questions, get your guests ready, and just welcome into the world of sport.
Absolutely. Bring all your Fortnite fans. I need them. I'll see you there.
Fortnite, we'll see you then. See you on Tuesday.
All right, so that's our new sports show coming to our Chauvin Broadcasting YouTube channel. That'll be Tuesday, February 18th. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's 1 p.m. on Chauvin Broadcasting. We're going to be bringing that to you. We're excited to bring that to you from Chauvin.
And that's in just 6 short days.
Yeah, it's, you know, and the great thing is now that we have this show starting up, all of our TV and broadcasting facilities at Chauvin are now being fully utilized. So we have something being filmed in every one of our studios, which is fantastic. And, of course, that gives the kids even more opportunities to build their skills in broadcast, video, and audio, over the course of the year. So we're thankful to have the athletic director, Nick Safera, doing that show. That just helps out the kids. So I'm excited for it.
Hey, and this is my, little attempt at seeing if Dennis or Nick would allow me to come look at that esports setup that they got there.
Oh, I'm sure they'd let you come check it out. Mr. Madden over here and Mr. Call of Duty.
Absolutely.
So, hey, we're counting down here to the start of this game. We got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds until we tip this baby off. February 12th, 2 days before Valentine's Day, we got the Struthers Lady Wildcats and the Chaney Cowgirls going to tip it off tonight. Of course, Chaney won their conference this year, so big congratulations to them. And we also want to give a shout out to Lexi Pete, Isis Harmon, and Janiyah Island. Congratulations to those senior Cowgirls. Much deserved. Congratulations. Those girls have worked hard all year, and it's been fantastic for them. So big shout out to them, and we know they're going to do great things in the future. So make sure you stay tuned to everything Youngstown City Schools, because we will keep you informed on what these ladies do moving forward in their athletic careers and their scholar careers. So big shout out to those girls tonight. Joe, we're about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off here. Give me your last final keys to the game tonight. What are you looking for?
So we're looking for points in the paint, because everybody knows that Alyssa Brown, Simone Lewis, Lexi Pete, they know they can shoot the 3-ball. They know that at any point they can get hot, turn into some flamethrowers out there. However, I want to see what happens down low. I want to see them getting to the basket. I don't want to see them settling for these mid-range jumpers, these threes, because we know you can get hot. We've seen that. I want to see you pick apart a defense, get to the cup, get to the line. And for Struthers, I just want to see how they're going to play against Chaney's defense, because we know Chaney, boys and girls, love to play that almost full court trap style defense.
Yeah, it's high pressure defense, And I think that one of the reasons they do that is because, you've seen it time and again. When you play that high pressure defense, you force the other team to make mistakes on their own, right? So by forcing the other team to make mistakes on their own, you're creating turnovers by playing that high pressure defense. And of course, that's what Chaney wants to do, because that's how you get those easy transition buckets. You know, like you talked with Chaney here, you said earlier, you were talking about, you know, how they have very good three-point shooters, and they need to, you want to see what they do on the inside. I'm curious, too, because, you know, for me, if you got great shooters like that and you have a Struthers team that maybe tries to press those shooters so they don't get those good looks from deep, then, yeah, I think where you need to start is you need to start down inside, collapse those guards down into the paint to give that extra help, and then that's going to leave those three-point shots wide open.
And again, that's where Janiyah Island's going to come into play. If you can't beat Struthers to the rim, which I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say Alyssa, being one of the fastest players in the area, will be able to outrun the Struthers defense in one-on-one situations. But in the event that that doesn't happen, you're going to have to kick it down to your bigs and hope that they can get a little something going and try and, you know, force double teams. As we're about to take a short pause in the commentary for our national anthem. Alrighty, and we're getting ready for this tip-off between the Struthers Wildcats and the Chaney Cowgirls.
All right.
Getting ready for the starting lineup introductions here. So Jimmy, go ahead and tell us about the Struthers starters.
All right. Tonight, starting for Struthers, we have number 0, Ava Croyle. Number 11, Caitlin Kimball. Number 13, Natalie Wallachau. Number 15, Gianna Martin. And number 25, Bella Sawhill.
And for Chaney, we're going to have number 0, Lexi Pete. Number 2, Simone Lewis. Number 5, Janiyah Island. Number 11, Alyssa Brown. And number 24, Isis Harmon. As we got all 3 seniors in that starting lineup.
Yeah.
And something I've always loved to see during these introductions, and me and Chris have talked about it in the last coverage I did with him, is the handshakes during the introductions.
Yeah.
Number 5, Janiyah Island. And number 0, Lexi P.
Let's see who's going to be out here for the tip. My assumption for Chaney is that we're going to have Island out here for the tip.
Yeah, we're excited and ready to go.
Coach Coach Barry, excuse me.
Coaching them up right here before we get to tip. And let's see who we're gonna have. We're gonna have Janiyah Island and Gianna Martin. Here we go. And the tip.
And Struthers takes control of the tip. They get that one down low, and that's a block for Simone Lewis.
We talked about that in the pregame, right? We talked about that big time defense.
And they get the ball, swing that one to the corner. That shot is going to be off. That was Kimball taking that jumper. Ball down low to Croyle.
So far, Struthers with good ball movement.
That one's down low. That's Kimball.
Another block.
And Island comes up with the ball there. And a turnover trying to push the pace. 3 ball. That one's off. And that's a rebound. That's Sahil.
Nice rebound there by Lewis.
And Alyssa pushing this one up. Gets that one down low. Can't convert. Rebound, Island. And a second chance basket there for Island.
Yeah, we talked about that in pregame. You know, was she going to be able to get those buckets off those offensive rebounds? And sure enough.
And trying to work that baseline, gets that nice little entry pass, and that's going to be a bucket for Martin.
Yeah, it was good ball movement there by the Struthers offense to get it down low.
Nice assist there from Kimball, as that one's over to Lewis. Swings that one over to Pete.
Ball gets knocked away, and Struthers comes away with it.
And Struthers trying to push that one inside. Drive here. And we're going to get a travel.
Struthers going to turn that one over there with the walk.
And that one's going to be called on Croyle. Pete inbounds. Lewis to bring the ball up court. Pete tries to swing that one quickly over into the corner for Alyssa. And that pass is going to be tipped out of bounds. Possession will remain with Chaney. And they're going to have Alyssa to inbound. Gets that one into Pete. Swings over to Lewis. Lewis to Brown off of a wrap. Brown gets that one down low to Island, and
Nice.
Island with a nice finish. Great pass from Brown.
Beautiful pass down low to get it right into the paint and get that easy bucket.
Nice little guard center combo there.
If you're getting them little 4-foot little bunny shots in front of the rim all night, you're going to love that.
As Croyle hits that one from the elbow.
Yeah, nice jump shot there by Croyle.
And Lewis swings that one up to Pete. Pete swings that one over to the corner to Brown. Brown for 3. That one's off the rim, and the long rebound is controlled by Struthers. And we've got Walcow. Oh.
Looking for the travel, didn't get it.
And we're going to get a foul on the floor there. I think they're calling that one on Alyssa there. They are. They're going to call that one down on the floor.
We've got a fan that didn't like that call.
Yeah, heard the crowd roar over a missed travel call there.
Yeah.
Struthers to inbound from under the basket. They try to get that one in, and it's going to be off of Brown, I believe.
Yeah. Almost had that steal there. Got to keep playing that good defense.
Absolutely. Struthers gets the ball in there. 3-ball opportunity, and that one rolls around the rim and falls.
Yeah, definitely got a friendly roll there.
That's Wallacow as we get the replay
yeah.
here. Nice little swing back.
That was a deep 3.
And an answer.
Yeah, you got to love it when they come back and they answer.
That was Lewis.
There's the defense. There's the steal. Oh, we've got a player injured on the Struthers side. Looked like she hurt her hand.
Yeah, Croyle clutching at her hand. We hope she's okay there.
Yeah, I think that's one of those ones where, when the ball... Jam your finger. Your hand's like this, and the ball jams the fingers, and that... Trust me, I've had that happen numerous times at that age, and it never feels good.
We're hoping.
So hopefully she's all right. Get a little bit of ice on that.
And number 1, Natalie Adams, is going to check in for her. As we have Jackson, who's checked in for Chaney as well. And they get that ball down low. Try to swing that back out, and that's another steal for Alyssa. We were talking about her 3.6 steal average, and she finishes that one at the bucket.
There she goes. Gets the steal, goes coast to coast with the land. Look at here on the replay.
Look at this nice angle.
Look at this. Comes back up with the up and over and the lay-in. Nice play there by Alyssa on that replay.
A nice little Euro to get right past the defender.
Yeah, with that up and over move.
And she's trying to up that steal average.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we have
Adams at the line here.
Yep, Struthers here. Got 2 free throws. Let's see what happens.
As they called that foul.
We're going to get off. We're going to get a lane violation. We're going to do that one again, apparently. Yep. We're going to shoot that one again.
Yeah, they called that foul on Island on the shot. And she's going to get the rebound. Gets that one up to Alyssa. Alyssa pushing that one up. That's Pete.
Nice move by Pete there.
Couldn't quite get there and was able to fight for the board. Possession arrow is going to be with Chaney.
It's a good way to hustle. Never give up on the play, right? Maybe you don't get exactly the shot you want, but it was a good move. Just got to finish that one.
And Lewis to inbound. Gets that one into Island. Island swings it to Pete. Pete to Brown. Over to Lewis in the corner. Open 3. And she cashes that one off of the assist from Brown.
Nice ball movement there. Good ball movement. Moved it around the horn.
Working the perimeter there.
Yeah, got that wide open shot. Nice play there by Chaney. Let's see what they can do here on the defensive end against Struthers, who's, they played pretty good here in the first quarter. What are we going to get there?
And we're going to get a charge. Island, great positioning, stands firm and just hits the deck taking that charge.
Had the feet set on that one. Just great defensive play there.
Absolutely, and she's a player that will sacrifice her body to make a play for her teammates.
She's going to get a well-deserved break here. She needs a break for a minute. I think that took a little bit out of her there.
And we got Marcy Loggins checking into the game here. As that ball's down low.
What a pass down low.
And Jackson can't convert. Struthers trying to get out of that corner down there.
Yeah, and here's this stifling defense.
And we're going to get a block on Alyssa.
We're going to get a block call. I don't know about that one. I didn't like that call.
I don't necessarily like it, but I understand the call.
Yeah.
Because when you get your whole body in front and you're causing that collision, sometimes you just got to call it.
To me, that's a ticky-tack call.
Now, if they consistently call it like that, I won't mind it. But if we're going to be inconsistent with our calls, that's when you start to mind stuff like that.
Struthers playing a little inside out, and there's that defense again. Alyssa Brown, she started that off. They get it back to her. Here she goes.
Swings that one down low to Loggins.
Back out top.
Lewis drives. Gets blocked.
No foul call. Oh, I think that's a travel. Should be a travel there. And I think that is, yep.
Travel, and then they hit her with the two-step.
Yep. That ball doesn't lie. It has a way of just making things work out sometimes.
I mean, sometimes the universe tries to even it out. Sometimes it doesn't do enough, but
2:49 left to go here in the first quarter. Chaney Cowgirls 14, Lady Wildcats 9.
Lewis comes out, and Asensio Pagan coming in.
Cross-court pass, just a little too high.
And with the height difference between Lewis and Pagan coming in, that's probably the difference between that pass being a completed pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit tall.
And good thing to see Croyle back in the game after she hurt her finger earlier, as that miss is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Chaney possession here.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that kind of goes weird off the side of the rim. And nobody can really get to it. So here comes Chaney bringing the ball up.
And they're going to swing that one to Loggins. And she's going to lose it. Steal by Struthers, and they're pushing it. Swings that one over. 3-ball. Kimball hits. Cuts the Chaney lead to 2.
You know, I told you when these girls, Struthers, Lady Wildcats were warming up down here, they were draining some threes. And that's why I said, you know, you can't let them get hot, because if they do, you never know what can happen.
Nice turnaround by Jackson.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of Jackson in the middle. She's got the height and size down there. Get her the ball. Let her do some damage down low, and maybe get this Struthers Lady Wildcats team in some foul trouble.
And that jumper's off. Pete with the rebound, and she's looking to push. Coming down the right side of the court. And we're going to get...
What are we going to get there? Block?
They're going to call that foul on Kimball there.
Yeah, we're going to get a block call, and there's some Struthers fans that don't agree with it.
And Pete converts the first of 2. Got 2 more subs as we see Adams check back in. And I couldn't quite tell who the...
I think Sawhill checked out.
I'm trying to see who checked in.
We got Croyle, Adams.
I think we had Martin check back in as Martin gets the ball down low and gets that bucket off the glass. And Struthers doing a good job of weathering the storm, like I said in the pregame. If they can weather the storm, keep it close, and just wait until Alyssa, Simone, and Lexi are off the court. As that's a miss, and that's a rebound by Croyle.
Yeah, I think you got to look for a little bit better shot there. That was a little bit of a wild shot. Bring it back out, set it back up, and get some ball movement, right?
Yeah, Croyle tried to swing that one to the wing there, and Alyssa was just on it.
The only time we've seen Chaney's offense become stagnant is when they let one person, you know, try to do everything, and everybody just kind of watches, right? They need to keep doing the ball movement. The ball movement is what got them this lead. So they need to keep moving that ball and trying to set their teammates up for good shots.
And here's a 3-ball from Croyle, and that one's off. Long rebound. And Jackson gets it, pushes that up to Asensio Pagan, pushes that one down low, and that one can't convert. That's Howell in the game.
Yeah, you know, and I get you get frustrated when you're not getting those layups, right? But you just got to keep working it.
And they're going to call a foul on Alyssa Brown there. I mean, it looked like she was fighting for the ball. It looked like she had mainly ball, but...
Yeah, and that's her 3rd foul. So.
And she's going to take a seat on the bench here as Lewis is going to come in for her. And you can tell a little bit of frustration from Alyssa as she takes her spot on the bench real quick.
Yeah, you know.
Long 3-ball, and that one hits. That's Kimball. As Lewis is going to bring the ball up. Quick little replay here.
On the replay, wide open 3.
As Pagan misses that long one.
Struthers has the rebound. They're moving the ball up the
4,
court.
3, 2, 1.
Deep three.
And that one's off to end the first.
Our score after one, Chaney Cowgirls 18, the Struthers Lady Wildcats 17.
And this one's a lot closer than you would expect when you look at the turnover differential.
Yeah, so we talked about this pregame, right? We said if you let the Lady Wildcats, if you let them get hot behind the arc, that could come back to hurt you, right? And so we've started to see some of that in the later part of the first quarter. And now, of course, you know, you have your best player in foul trouble with 3 fouls with only 1 quarter gone. So if you're Chaney, what do you do now?
If you're Chaney, now you let Pete and Lewis handle as much of the offensive workload as you possibly can, because you can't let Alyssa come back out onto the court too early and pick up that 4th foul and then be right on the brink of ejection from the game.
Yeah, so I think what you need to do is you need to come out. We need to see good ball movement and take good shots, and you need to see them play under control when they have possession of the ball, right? A couple of those shots that they had were kind of out of control and kind of not, you know, in movement with what they're trying to do offensively. And it was so, you know, a little bit out of character for Chaney. So let's see if they can settle that down and play some defense here and get back control of this game and get some momentum back.
I think if you're Chaney, as much as you want to get Alyssa back out on the court there, I think you rest her this entire second quarter and maybe the first 2 to 3 minutes of the second half.
Yeah.
So that way you can utilize her in the back end of the third quarter and that fourth quarter when, you know, that's winning time.
Absolutely. Bring her in and turn her loose.
Absolutely. And we've seen in the game that Alyssa missed when Simone was starting in her spot for that game.
There's a turnover there for palming the ball.
We saw Simone, you know, take over the offense in that game.
Right.
Albeit they lost that game, but she's the reason that they were in that game.
Right. And there she goes. Nice drive to the hoop. Good rebound. And I think we're going to get a push there.
And I believe that was Howe that got fouled. Because that's going to be the first foul for Croyle.
So Howe's going to inbound it.
Island gets that one. I believe she got that one to Lewis, who draws the foul there. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And so this is another thing that Chaney needs to do. They need to try to take advantage, drive to the basket, get fouled, get free throws.
Absolutely, inside scoring.
Yeah, and free throws, like we say, they're free. Nobody's guarding you. So you got to make them, take advantage of that.
And something that tremendously helps is when you don't have to run back and forth, and you get to take a breather at the line without having to use one of your team's timeouts.
Right. So 1 of 2 on the free throws, and here comes Struthers. Then you got that great Chaney defense, playing that trap defense on the ball. Now they get moved back to a man zone.
Kimball goes to drive.
And they're gonna get a hold on the drive on the floor there.
And Kimball currently the leading scorer for Struthers, as we have Adams check into the game there, and we have Guy check out. Kimball down low to inbound.
Oh, we're gonna get
timeout Struthers.
alrighty. A minute there, I thought maybe there might have been a off the ball foul.
No. So looking at the point scorers that are on the court right now, everybody for Struthers on the court has a bucket, and we've got Kimball leading the way with 6 points, as she's been the spark to really keep them in this one. And then on the Chaney end, we've got Lewis with 7, the leading scorer currently for Chaney. What do you think needs to happen in order for Chaney to get some of their other players involved?
Well, you know, like I said, first thing first, strong defense. Play strong defense, because that'll get you turnovers, that'll get you some fast breaks, where you can hopefully get some easy buckets and build yourself a lead. Other than that, when they're in a set offense, I think they need to take advantage of some of their size and get some, go down low and get some fouls. And see, all right, so that Chaney's going to get a break there. They lost the ball. Struthers had it, and they stepped on the out of bounds line, so it's going to be Chaney ball. But see, that was a good example there, right? They were coming down. They had numbers. Then they didn't have numbers, and they just kind of tried to rush into something instead of pulling it back and resetting.
And Island's going to get called for up and down there.
Yep.
As she jumped up, prepared to shoot that one, and then couldn't quite get rid of the ball because of the tough defense.
Yeah. We've seen good defense by both teams here in this first half.
And are we going to get a foul on a reach here?
Yeah, this is...
I wish we could get a replay of that one. It looked like maybe she got ball. Couldn't quite tell there. As we're going to get the inbound on the baseline here for Struthers.
I refer to those type of fouls as like ticky-tack fouls.
And Kimball, nice bucket off the inbounds.
That was a nice play set up. They were moving, though. Struthers was moving. So they were able to, you know what I mean? They were able to get.
And Brown hits the deck. There's no foul call there.
Yeah, wow. I can't believe they didn't call a foul on that one.
Little jumper. That one's off. Brown gets the rebound, and she's pushing. Pull up mid-range. That one's off. Long rebound there. That's Pete. Swings that one over to Lewis. Brown gets it down low to Island. Island, turn around, little hook. Can't get that one to go. Diving. Brown tries that deep floater. Ball gets saved, but saved to the Wildcats.
They're getting a lot of shots. They're getting a lot of rebounds. They're
Nice
just
tip
not getting
there.
the ball to fall.
Harmon and Pete double teaming there. And
Good call there by the ref to see that one. Over and back call, right? The ball was loose. She tapped the ball off the Struthers girl's knee, and it went back over the end line for an over and back. That was a good catch by the ref there. A lot of refs might not have seen that.
And that was great defense from Harmon and Pete to even force the tip to get into that situation. As Pete tries to wiggle through the defense.
We're going to get a call out on the top, a hold.
Foul's going to be on the floor. Too bad she couldn't, got a no call there because she converted on that basket.
Yeah. We're all tied up 19 apiece with 5:38 to go here in the second quarter. Chaney Cowgirls inbound the ball. Nice inbound play down low.
Island with the board.
And I think we're going to get a shooting foul there.
And Island's going to go to the line for two.
That was at least over the back, if not, a hack. So Chaney's going to go to the line for two here.
And they're going to call that foul on Croyle.
That's persistency and hustle, right?
Absolutely.
Persistent on the rebounds, continuing to hustle after the ball's up in the air, and never giving up on the play. Got to hit these free throws, though. These are big.
And Croyle's going to come out, and we're going to get Malia Law checking in. And Isis Harmon checks out. Pagan checking in. And she can't convert on either of the two free throws.
Struthers saves it in. And we're going to get a double dribble turnover on Struthers. Back to Chaney. That's that defense. I told you before we talked today, I said, if Chaney comes out and they could play that stifling, just suffocating defense, it's going to help them in the long run. And so far, there's another one. Nice inbounds. Get it.
Island turnaround. Can't get that one to go off the glass.
Saves it back in to Struthers. Struthers gets trapped in the corner. Can they get it out?
And that's a turnover.
Nope, another turnover. There's that defense down low.
And Island off of a great feed.
Nice layup there. Persistency on the defensive end. They get the turnover, and then they get the easy layup. And that's what you want. Here's another turnover. What do we... Oh, I do not like that call at all. At all. Do we have a replay of that by chance? No, unfortunately we don't. I don't agree with that call at all. They that was stifling defense there by the Chaney Cowgirls, and they had that. If anything, that looked like that should have been a foul on Struthers for a block or a push. But
Croyle pumps, passes that one off, and the runner is in. That's Wallacow.
yeah, she's been all over the place today.
Brown driving. Euro can't get the floater to go. Struthers with the board.
And here's this defense again.
And that loose ball.
And that's going to be Chaney's ball.
Again, that tough pressure defense.
Yeah.
And right there, they weren't even trapping. That was just some nice tight one-on-one defense.
Absolutely.
As Lewis handling the ball. That one to Pagan. 3, that one's short. And it's going to go off of the knee. Down low there. And that's going to be Struthers' possession.
Yep. Pagan's going to check back out. And we have Jackson back in. Oh, there we go. There's a violation. Remember we talked about it, that pressure defense just causes those mental lapses. And here you have another mental lapse by the Struthers Lady Wildcats. They turn the ball back over to Chaney. Let's see what Chaney can do with it.
Quick inbound. And they're swinging this
there we
one.
Go.
Brown for 3.
Ball movement.
Can't get that one to go. Long rebound, and that's to Lewis.
Reset it back up. We're going to get a 2-shot.
No, we're going to get an elbow. Offensive foul.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, boy.
Brett could hear the ref telling Coach Barry it was an elbow up high by the throat. That's why they called that.
That's not what the replay said, but oh well. we gotta go with what they call, right? Coach is seated on the sideline as well.
And we've got Kimball trying to work. Swings that one up. Croyle around a pick. No call there, no foul, but she hits that one off the glass. Brown driving, and we're going to get a foul call, and Alyssa will go to the line for 2.
2-shot.
And Alyssa, usually a pretty good free throw shooter here, but she's going to look to try and tie this game up. That first one's off. Sorry, Alyssa, hit you with the announcer's jinx there a little bit.
Yes, that does happen sometimes. Got to take your time and shoot these free throws. Like I said, nobody's guarding you. These freebies are the biggest ones you got to hit.
Second free throw opportunity. That one just falls off the rim.
Here comes Struthers pushing it back up the court, but Chaney with that stifling defense.
Kimball from the corner, that one's off. Rebound Kroll kicks that one out. Wallacow draining that shot. Struthers by 5.
Yeah, Wallacow's been on fire. She's got 8 points.
And Pete's gonna get fouled.
Go back to the line.
Let's get a replay here.
Foul was on number 15, Gianna Martin.
And first free throw up, and that one is off. And again, not being able to convert these free throws is killing Chaney right now.
Yeah, I've counted in the last couple possessions, I think they've lost at least 6 or 7 points on free throws that they've missed.
And Isis Harmon checks back into the game.
And they missed another one, and we're gonna get a turnover. She was kind of lucky there. She didn't get called for another foul.
And again, this tight defense from Chaney. And they get the ball across half court. Drive, that's Croyle. And we're going to get a foul, and there's going to be 2 free throws here for Croyle. That's the second on Island. the first free throw is up and in for Kroll. Or for Croyle, excuse me. Second shot. That one's off. Rebound Island. Gets that one up to Pete. And we're going to get a block there. And that's going to remain Chaney possession. And we're in the bonus here. So 2 free throws. First one up and in for Pete. It's going to cut the lead for Struthers to 5. Second free throw pending.
3:01 left to go here in the second quarter.
And she misses that one. Long rebound.
Ooh, she took a hard fall there.
Yeah, she hit the deck over.
Looks like she's all right. Big time hustle there. Big time hustle. You got to love the hustle.
Again, this tight defense from Chaney. Struthers trying to get that ball inbound. They do. Can they get it across half court in the 8 seconds? As they do, as Kimball gets it across. Entry pass down low. That's
nice
a block.
block by Jackson. That's a way to go hard in the paint. Jemiah Jackson with the block, gets the ball and then gets fouled. And of course, right now, Chaney's in the double bonus, so they're gonna get 2.
And Jackson's going to the line as they called that foul on 22. That's Tucson. First free throw for Jackson is up and in. Nice form on the free throws there by Jackson.
Yeah. You know, if I'm Coach Barry, I'm telling them every time you get the ball, make them foul you. We're in the double bonus.
Absolutely. You can easily erase a deficit if you can get to the line a couple of times and convert your free throws.
You can build a lead. There we go. Remember, I just said it. Hustle off the rebound. They get the rebound, they hustle, and they get another foul call and back to the line again.
And something I mentioned when I was covering a game with Chris was you got to study some James Harden film and learn how to just make the refs call fouls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learn how to get a defender to put their hand right in front of you and go up.
Hits the next one. There we go. Went from a 5-point game to a 2-point game.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Off of some made free throws.
And you see, 10 seconds went off the clock, and that was it. 10 seconds, they cut the lead, you know, from 5 to 2. So free throws, big key here. They got to keep getting to the line. You know, make them foul you. Every time you get a rebound, make them foul you. You know, especially if you're down on this end and you get fouled. Now you're going down and shooting 2 free throws. You didn't really have to do any work to get to that line. So.
Absolutely. And Struthers cannot, in the second half, get into the bonus as quickly as they did in this second quarter. Because in the first quarter, they did a decent job once they got to their 4th foul of not getting into that bonus and allowing Chaney to shoot free throws. But very quickly into that second quarter, they tacked on a few extra fouls and were in the bonus quite quickly.
Right.
As we only have 8-minute quarters, and I mean, when you look at how much time's left in the second quarter, like, you cannot give Chaney that much time in the bonus.
No, they've been in the bonus since above 3 minutes to go in this quarter. So it's, you know.
Ideally, if you do let a team get to the bonus, you only want them in the bonus for maybe a minute.
And there you go, and there we go. We talked about that defense.
And I like to compare what Chaney does when they do go into that full court into more of a football, like a cover 2 defense, where they just have 2 play back and they bite down on anything that's in the remote vicinity of them.
Yeah, it's like a press man coverage almost. Go back up with that.
And Pagan swinging that one back out.
I was hoping she would have went back up with that and tried to draw that foul.
Brown, pull up three. That one's
Off
off.
the mark.
Tries to throw that one back up.
Go back up with it. Go back up with it.
And the ball gets
Struthers
ripped
comes
out,
out.
and that's a turnover. Alyssa with the steal. She's going to drive, throw up a little floater. That one doesn't fall. Rebound. That's Harmon. And we're going to get a travel, and that's going to be a turnover for Chaney. Great hustle to go down and get that rebound down low from Harmon.
So Brown checks back out.
Guy checks in. And they get the inbound.
Yep. Let's see if they can play this pressure. Pressure defense. Trap. There we go. And we get a timeout.
And Kimball trying to plead her case to a referee. Wanted a call there.
Yeah, wheels are starting to come off a little bit.
And isn't it quite odd that the wheels are starting to come off and they have a 2-point lead?
Yeah.
That's how you can tell that Chaney's defense is just frustrating to go against.
Absolutely.
Because even when you have a lead, it makes you want to rip your hair out.
Right. Now if Coach Barry can just get a couple of these foul calls to go his way, especially with them in the double bonus, you could be looking at going into halftime with a lead, right? Instead of being down.
I think what Coach Barry needs to do at the half is tell his girls to settle down and have better shot selection. A couple of these shots have just been, oh, I have the ball and I feel like I just need to get it out of my hands, so you're just throwing up something. And again, with no shot clock, you can hold the ball for as long as you need to.
Yeah, it comes down to composure, right? You got to have that composure when you're driving. You can't just be reckless and all out there and just kind of out of control. You got to have a little bit of composure and control to what you're doing when you're driving the ball.
And especially as there's a foul there, and that's going to result in 2 free throws.
Yep.
But especially when you have Alyssa, who is a great scorer, she's rushing. And you can tell she's rushing because some of these shots where she's just pulling up real quickly, they're off to the right or to the left of the rim instead of being on track.
Right. Yeah, so she just needs to settle down a little bit, take a half a breath coming into that and make sure that you're getting a good shot and you've got good composure and you're not off balance or anything like that.
As we're getting ready for the second free throw here.
Second one's off
misses
the mark.
that one. Put on with the board, and she's going to hand that one right to Lewis.
Here comes Lewis.
Lewis
off the
over
corner.
to Brown. Brown from the corner. She's going
And
to get fouled.
should be 3.
Yep, 3 free throws.
3 free throws.
So a chance to take the lead if she can convert on all 3 of these free throws here. And again, we're only down to 1 minute and 43 seconds from the last time Chaney was at the foul line.
It's the first of 3. It's now a 1-point game.
Brown taking her time here, second free throw, and that one's just offline. This next free throw, the chance to tie. And that one's off. What's the call here?
Yep. It's going to be 2 shots for Struthers. They called a foul on the arm on Pete.
And with both teams in the bonus, depending on how these rebounds go, time might tick real slow in the second quarter.
Yeah.
As only 2 seconds went off from the last free throw attempt we saw. And that one's in and out. We got a fan over here, ball don't lie. Here's how you really know if ball don't lie, if she goes 0 for 2. And
she
ball
did,
really doesn't lie. That's Lewis. ends up with that board as her and Howell collide.
Yeah, nice handles by Lewis there.
And Lewis, nice finish.
And one. Did she get the and one? No. Oh, wow.
There's no foul call there.
Oh, wow. How was there no foul call there?
Tough finish down low for Lewis. We definitely need a replay of that if we got it at the next break.
And look at this defense here. Chaney's got to keep playing this pressure defense.
She should have taken that baseline instead of passing that inside, as that's going to be a rebound for Lewis. And she needs to push it as the 8-second call. And we're going to get a foul.
And that's going to be 2 at the line. Remember,
that's going to be on Guy.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, with being in the double bonus right now. You got to take it to the hole every time.
And Pete hits that one, extending Chaney's lead to 2. And you like how quickly we go from a 27-25 game and then a couple of possessions?
Yeah.
And we got a 29-27 game all of a sudden.
In about a minute, we've gone from 22-27 to 29-27.
And Kimball swings that one up. They get it down low, and a nice basket to tie.
Yeah, they were able to beat the press that time.
And we're under 45 seconds to go here.
29 all. It's been a great game so far here.
And Lewis
both teams
drives.
Out.
Tough finish. Lewis just getting into the paint.
Lewis has 11 now.
Guy, nice pass, and that one falls.
For Law. Nice shot by Law there.
And with 17 and counting.
That was her first 2 of the game. 31 all with about 10 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Harmon sets the screen.
Trying to get the pick. Get it back to Harmon, back into the corner.
That one's blocked. Law, great block.
And we're gonna go in tied, 31 all and half.
Let's look at the replay from the nice bucket.
Yeah, look at this drive by Lewis. Nice play there. Use her body to hold off the defender, and nice layup there.
And she's been finishing at the basket all day today. And again, we're going into half tied, 31-31, and we'll be right back after this short halftime intermission.
What's going on, Youngstown? Director of Athletics Nick Safera here. Wanted to introduce you guys to a new show that we're going to kick off on Chauvin Broadcasting. It's going to be called YCSD Sport Report. Beginning on February the 18th, every other Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we're going to spend about a half hour discussing about sports in the district, what goes on behind the scenes involved with sports, and all the people in different places. We're going to bring in guests from the community, guests from the schools, some student athletes, coaches, and just show you guys everything sports inside of Youngstown City School District. Information, times, game starts, anything and everything we can talk about. We're going to also open it up to a live session for some questions on air that we would love to answer and share with you guys to be extremely transparent. So again, set your calendars, set your markers. Beginning on February 18th at 1 p.m., we're going to kick off the YCSD Sport Report live on Chauvin Broadcasting, shared through all of the social media pages. And we're going to start episode 1 on the 18th with Mr. Dennis Yalmer, who's next to me now. And he's going to discuss the e-games portion of what we created and added within the last year here in Youngstown City Schools. And Dennis, you've got some words, take them.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be talking on the 18th about esports. So everything esports in the district here that Youngstown offers, both at East High School and Chaney High School. Talk a little bit about our program, our labs, what games we have to offer, and what kind of doors it can open for students who do participate, scholarship opportunities for next steps, post-graduation.
Beautiful. So as we said, February 18th, 1 p.m., YCSD Sport Report live on Chauvin Broadcasting. From there, the schedule will be every other Tuesday. So mark your calendars, ask your questions, get your guests ready, and just welcome into the world of sport.
Absolutely. Bring all your Fortnite fans. I need them. I'll see you there.
Fortnite, we'll see you then. See you on Tuesday.
Music has always been a big part of my life. Now I get the chance to record it and learn it myself.
Video content is everywhere these days, and I get to learn how it's made.
I've always loved technology. Getting to work with AR and VR, that's pretty awesome.
At Chopin, we have access to all of the high-end equipment we will use in the field.
Getting a chance to express myself with my music is pretty cool.
My instructor helps me develop real-time 3D experiences and test them myself.
Our Academy of the Arts is full of cutting-edge programs that allow students to create anything they can dream of. The programs were designed to provide you with hands-on experience working with the latest technology in the industry. The experienced instructors will guide you through real-world training and prepare you to continue learning at a local university or to get started creating right away.
Collaborating with other creatives is exactly how I want to spend all my work days.
Having access to all these tools and software is definitely getting me ahead.
I can keep studying, or I can get hired somewhere with the experience I already have.
At Chopin, we're your half-day choice for career and technical education for 11th and 12th graders, making today's learning count in tomorrow's workplace. We empower you to turn your passion into a profession. With hands-on training, experienced instructors, and state-of-the-art facilities, your future starts here. Enroll today and shape your tomorrow. Chopin Career and Technical Center.
And we're back. Chaney Cowgirls, Struthers Lady Wildcats, 31-31. Getting ready to start this second half. We've got Lewis inbounding and Pete with the ball. Swings that one back up to Lewis. Screen from Island, 3-ball Lewis. That one's no good. Long rebound, Island gets it.
Nice play by Island. Good hustle there. Never gave up on that play.
Swings that one to Pete. Pete driving, going up. Doesn't get the call. Harmon with the board, and she's stuck down there with 3 defenders. Gets that one out. Brown can't get the runner to go. And we're going to get a push there.
Yeah.
Look at the replay here. Push. Yeah. Did her face hit the...
Yeah, I hope she's all right. That was Wallachau that drew that foul. She's going to come out for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to have Adams check in for her so she can go ahead and get checked real quick on the sideline.
Hopefully she's all right. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter, 31 all.
And Adams pushes that one over. That's Kimball trying to work. Island. Harmon switches with Island. They try and get that one down low. Kick that one back out to Adams.
You've seen that pressure defense looking for somebody to come get the ball for Struthers. And finally find somebody to pass to.
Struthers trying to utilize those off-ball screens. That runner's no good. Rebound by Brown, and she's going to push the ball up court. Can't get the and one to go as that one just bounces right out of the cup.
You know, it's one of those nights where you're just trying to get the shots to fall. They just don't want to. Sometimes that rim just isn't friendly, no matter what you do, right? Almost had the and one there, but let's see if she can knock these two down. Both teams each with a foul now.
And that free throw is up and good. As now, if you're Struthers, you have 2 players on the court with 3 fouls. And it looks like they're going to try and keep everybody on the court for now as the second free throw is no good. Ball gets saved, and Harmon kicks that one to Lewis. Lewis for 3, off the glass, in. Bank is open.
Nice shot there by Lewis.
Great pass by Harmon.
She tried using that bank earlier, and she couldn't get it in the right spot. This time she did, and what are we going to get here? I think we might get like maybe a trip.
Look at the replay here.
Yeah, look, because you see she gets in here, and then right here, yeah, we're going to call that a trip.
It looked like her momentum was bringing her down a little bit before the legs touched.
Yeah.
As that's an errant pass, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yep. Even if she would have got to that, that would have been an over and back, so. Chaney Cowgirls with that stifling defense here in the second half. They've continued that all game long. And, you know, that was one of the points that we talked about before this game started. You know, were they going to have that stifling defense that we saw, you know, when they played East, right? And here it is again, that stifling defense.
And Lewis calling out the play here. They swing that one to Brown in the corner, back to Pete up on the wing, back down to Brown. They get it down to Island. Swings that one back up. Lewis gets through the defense, can't get the tough one to go. Island with the board and one.
And we talked about that before the game, right? Island and the offensive rebounding.
Look at here,
look at this on the replay. Nice rebound, goes back up strong with it. Never, if you notice on that replay, she never brought the ball back down below her chest. She went right back up with it, kept it up high, and she was able to draw that foul.
Absolutely, and that's how you draw those fouls when you're down low, because when you take the ball and you bring that back down to your chest and you have to go back up, that gives them time to sit there, wait, and try and time up your shot for the block as that free throw is off.
She can't complete the and one, but look at the stifling defense. Pete almost had the steal on that. It's great defense by Pete there.
And everybody's willing to hit the deck for this Chaney Cowgirls defense.
Yeah. You gotta love the enthusiasm. You gotta love the hustle, and you gotta love the no quitting this team. And there's another turnover there.
The runner was no good. Croyle was trying to keep possession and stay up, just lost her feet and couldn't quite throw the ball back in bounds to save it.
I think Coach had a talk with them at halftime, Coach Berry, and told them, look, we got to play our game. And so far, they've come out in the second half and they've played their game.
And they swing that one over to Alyssa. Alyssa cross court to Lewis.
And Lewis beats the defender. Look at that shot. Nice shot there by Lewis.
Beautiful layup and a great pass from Brown as we get the replay here.
Here comes that defense again.
And Adams
Now
Kicks that one out.
They had good help on that play, right? When they got back on defense, we're going to get a trip there. So when Chaney got back on defense, look at this here. You see you have Alyssa Brown down low, right? And you see she had gotten back on defense in the transition, so when they did beat the press, they didn't have that easy backdoor layup available to them.
Absolutely, that's some high IQ defense there from Chaney. And I haven't been in the practices, but you got to feel like Coach Barry and Coach Marlin for the boys and for the girls. You got to feel like most of the practice is probably on that press defense.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this Chaney girls team looks like next year.
Three
They're going to
ball,
be fired.
Brown, that one's off, not a friendly bounce.
And what are we going to get here?
Over the back call.
Yeah. I don't know about that call.
I mean, it looked like she was to the side.
Yeah, it looked like she had possession to begin with, so I don't like that call there, but it is what it is, right?
Tough defense.
I think if anything, Coach Barry's got to be happy with the defensive showing that his girls have put out on this court tonight. That's been stifling and just Struthers is drowning in it right now.
Kimball inbounds that one to Adams. Throws that one down low. And we're going to get a foul call there as Martin was going up with that.
Yeah, I hope that's not on Alyssa. Because if it is, it's number 4. We talked about that in the first half. Now, not even 3 minutes into the third quarter, and she's got her 4th foul. She's going to have to sit down.
And she's stomping her feet over here. I think Coach Barry's about to pull her out of this game for a little bit.
Yeah, she's frustrated.
And when you pick up 4 fouls, you do get very frustrated. And here comes the free throw from Martin. As Alyssa's still in the game.
Still an 8-point lead. And second one's off. Rebound by Chaney.
And Lewis trying to push the ball. Brown and Pagan are open.
And should get a reach-in call there, yep.
And it's going to be on the court.
That's that should be 2 shots. Yep, that's going to be 2 shots. Lewis can add to that 16-point total that she's got right now.
And again, averaging 20 points is Alyssa, but Lewis isn't too far behind her on the year when you really look at the stats for the Chaney girls.
Yeah, well, if you look at Struthers, they've got 3 of their players in foul trouble. Croyle's got 3. Kimball has 3.
And Martin with 3.
And Martin has 3. So there's opportunity there.
That ball is off. And that's going to be a rebound for Kimball. Croyle trying to push that one up.
And here's Struthers again having difficulty getting the ball across court.
And there's another steal, Island. Down low, nice bucket for Brown.
Nice rebound for Brown. You can tell Brown's frustrated out there. Didn't get the foul call on the initial shot. Was able to get the rebound and put it back up in, but you could tell by her body language, she's frustrated that she's not getting any calls tonight. And you have nights like that where the refs just don't give you the calls, and you just got to play through it. I know it's sometimes easier said than done, but I mean, you see what they've done now.
And that one's off. That's going to be a rebound.
And poor Alyssa, she can't really even play defense down low because she can't get that 5th foul call.
Swing over to Lewis, mid-range 2, and that one's in.
Nice ball movement there. Unselfish ball movement. Nice pass out over to the left side here. Look at the replay here. Nice shot by Lewis to put that one in.
Nice little set shot there.
Yeah.
And she's going to bring that point total up to 18.
She's on fire tonight. If I'm Chaney, I'm using Alyssa as a decoy, and I'm going to Lewis tonight. She's got the hot hand.
And when you look at Lewis, she's averaging 12.1 points per game on the year this year through 19 games out of the 20 possible to play for Chaney.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, that's what I would be doing now, especially since, okay, now they've taken, Alyssa's come out of the game. They subbed in Harmon for Alyssa.
And if she can continue to score through the last 3:44 of this third and the 8 in the fourth, she could definitely boost up that points per game average.
Yeah, so we've got, let's see, on the floor, we've got Pete, we've got Lewis, we've got Island, Pagan, and Harmon.
And that runner's
Chaney.
no good. Second chance bucket falls.
Cut that lead, that Chaney lead back to 10. At one point, Struthers was up by 7 points.
Yeah, but that tough
quarter.
Chaney defense, Lewis, drawing that foul, she's going to go to the line with an opportunity to get to 20 points if she can sink both of the free throws.
Yeah, I tell you, Lewis is playing strong game tonight by Lewis. All around. Just great hustle, good play on the defensive end. Let's see if she can knock these two down and get to 20 tonight.
And the first one, nothing but the net.
She's got a very nice free throw shot. Good follow through, nice rotation on the ball. She takes her time.
And this one for 20. We gonna get lane violation?
Yeah. We got some fans and the ref getting into it over here, arguing over a call.
And that pass inside, that floater's no good. That's gonna be a rebound.
And here comes Lewis.
That's Pete.
Sorry, my bad. That was Pete. Going coast to coast off that rebound and putting it in. Nice job by Pete there.
Adam's trying to push this one up. Dumps that one off. And a nice bucket there.
We're just running and gunning now.
Absolutely, as Lewis handling the ball for Chaney right now, pushing this one up. Screen from Harmon. Swings that one over to Pete, to Pagan, back to Pete. And she's taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah, especially with the 11-point lead, I'd take a little bit of time too.
And this is a zone defense here from Struthers.
You know what though? Maybe if I'm coach, maybe I just keep taking it to the hole and trying to draw some fouls. You are in the bonus.
I think what they need to do is swing the ball to their right and then try and get a cross-court pass to Pagan in the corner, because the zone down here, as there's a steal there. Struthers. Oh, and a great job to smack that ball out, but when she went to go grab it, her foot was out of bounds.
Oh, what a play.
Great defensive effort.
Play. You gotta love, you just gotta love the effort and the hustle on that. Just gotta love it. These girls are getting after it tonight. Some great basketball here, Chaney High School tonight. Look at the defense on the glass.
And Island with the board.
Defense on the glass caused her to miss the bunny layup and get the rebound, and here comes Chaney again.
Lewis bringing this one up. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Barry.
Yep, Coach's going to take a full timeout here. Going to regroup his girls. Right now,
replay.
Look at the replay.
That was on the timeout.
On the timeout, yeah.
She hit that too.
So, third quarter action here. We've got Chaney up 46-35 over the Struthers Lady Wildcats. Chaney's defense has been phenomenal tonight. We talked about it pregame. If their defense was on and they were playing that defensive game like they are tonight, they were going to be very, very difficult to beat. And you see, even with some of the calls that maybe didn't go their way right, they've gotten to the free throw line, they've gotten steals, they've made the plays on the defensive end, which has allowed them to get easy scores on the offensive end, which is why they're up right now 46-35.
Absolutely, and they're up with this score with Alyssa not really being too effective in tonight's game.
Right, and like we talked about earlier, I even talked with Chris Gunther before the game. We talked about it. Sometimes your star player is not on. And when your star player is not on, that really shows what type of team you have. with that team basketball, and that's what it's become, right? So if you look at the stats up on the board, right? Pete's got 7, Lewis has 19, right? Island has 8. You know, so everybody's contributing, and they're not just contributing in the scoring column, but they're contributing on defense. They're contributing, you know, on the offensive glass and blocks and steals and all the things that you want to see. And so we're getting those.
And Island is about 1 more basket away from a double-double.
Yeah.
As Lewis trying to work on the defender up top with the tween cross.
Now she needs to watch that it doesn't happen like it happened the last time when she dribbled into the zone defense and you had that free defender able to come and get to that ball hand, right?
She's trying to hit her with a tween cross, goes behind the back.
Yeah, look at the handles, making some moves, gets the 3 off. That's off the rim.
And the long rebound, Pagan gets it.
Oh.
We get an out-of-bounds call there.
Yeah, looked like her foot stepped on the line.
Kimball inbounds, and that's a steal by Harmon. And Pete off the glass.
What a play there.
Look at this steal.
Wow, Harmon with the steal on the inbounds, gets it off to Pete, and Pete gets the layup. These girls are like, you're not going to give us the calls, we'll make the calls. Look at this on the inbound here. Nice steal by Harmon. Gets the pass off to Pete. Pete goes right down in the lane, puts it up and in. Great defense and great offense, all in one.
Great defense leads to great offense.
Absolutely. And we've seen that all night tonight with these fast break opportunities that Chaney's had.
You know, if I had to compare the way that the defense flies around, it's not obviously a 1-to-1, but my favorite NBA team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they like to play the run-and-gun style of defense like this.
Yep, Jackson's going to check in for Pete. And looks like we had Wallakow check back in, and maybe Kimball.
Second free throw's off, rebound, shot no good. Pagan with the board, gets that one up to Lewis.
Yeah, and you've seen even tonight when Struthers has gotten offensive rebounds, right? Chaney's defense has really made them work to even get a shot back up, let alone a good shot.
And I believe that was Pete that got fouled there.
Yep.
No, it was Howe.
Yeah, that was Sanaya Howe got fouled there and going to shoot 2.
Pete no longer on the court.
First one
nice,
rolls around and in.
Bounce.
Yep. Got the bippity boppity boot. Dropped right in. See if she can hit the second. This will give Chaney 50 on the night. And rolls around and off. Rebound by Croyle for Struthers.
And she gets that one.
And here we go. Struthers having trouble getting the ball across half court again.
Kimball passing that one off to Croyle. 3 ball, and that one's cash. That's Wallakow out there.
Yeah, Wallakow. She's got a really nice shot. She's been hitting them all night, too.
6 seconds to go in the quarter. Lewis takes a screen. Pull up 3.
Just off the mark. All right, so after 3 quarters, your Chaney Cowgirls, 49. Your Struthers Lady Wildcats, 39.
We got a 10-point game here going into the 4th quarter. And going into half, when we were tied, I mean, it's just a big swing in that 3rd quarter for Chaney. And that's mainly off of, you know, the tough defense. And, you know, something that's not really focused on much is inbounds defense. And when I say that, I'm talking more of who's guarding the inbounder. Because a lot of times you'll see plays, especially like under the basket, sometimes whoever's guarding the inbounder will turn their back. And that's when you see some of those highlight plays where people throw the ball off of a back and get a quick, easy layup under the cup.
Right.
But when you play tough defense and fundamentally sound defense, you get plays like Chaney gets where Isis Harmon gets that nice steal, turns, quick bounce pass over to Pete, and then right through the defense and up for the easy lay.
Yeah. So let's see what they do here with this last 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter, and we're underway. Struthers with the ball, and once again, that Chaney defense giving them fits just getting the ball across the court, and they've been having some trouble handling the ball, and
Wallacow can't get that one to go.
And like we said, even when they get, good shots close to the rim, they're contested. They're not, they're not the greatest shot, right?
Martin gets that one to go.
There they got a good one, but, most of their shots down low have been contested tonight by this Chaney Cowgirl defense.
Three ball.
Pop that right in, drop right
Brown.
in. There you go. There you go.
Three ball.
That might be the one that gets her going, right? Nice, easy shot, just come down. Nobody's challenging you. Just put it up and get one to fall.
Croyle with a nice, little dip under the defender there.
Yeah, Croyle's got 9 now in the game for Struthers. Second leading scorer to Wallacow, who's got 11.
Oh, Brown, nice pass to Island. Island just couldn't track it.
Yeah.
And Croyle needs to be careful, as well as Alyssa, both on the court with 4 fouls apiece right now.
Yeah. And there's
Great tip by Pete.
Oh, look at that play by Pete to tap it up in the air so that Struthers' defender couldn't get it.
And I'm surprised there wasn't a foul right there.
Yeah.
Island draws it, but I feel like there should have been a foul on Alyssa there.
Yeah, she should have got the foul call there, and you could see she's frustrated tonight. These refs are just not giving her anything.
And she's still coming away with 8 points, as that's going to be the 4th foul for Natalie Adams.
Yeah, so we've got 2 on the Struthers Lady Wildcats that both have 4 fouls. So that's going to be something to watch and see if any of them check out.
Island struggling from the line tonight.
Yeah.
You can see her miss that one and puts her head up to the sky and rolls her eyes like, ugh. She's getting ready for her second. That one's up.
Off the front of the rim. When you get those shots late in the game that are off the front of the rim, that's how you can tell somebody's tired.
Ball
Chaney almost had another steal there.
And that 3 ball is short, out of bounds, and they cannot save it.
Yeah, two Lady Wildcats trying to save that ball, just couldn't get to it. So it's going to be Chaney Cowgirl ball here with 6:32 left to go in the fourth quarter. Score right now, Chaney Cowgirls 52, Lady Wildcats 43.
Jackson gets subbed in for Harmon there.
And Alyssa's going to bring the ball down for the Chaney Cowgirls.
And again, she's got to be careful she doesn't run into a charge here and pick up that 5th foul.
Yeah, got it to Lewis there. Lewis has had a fantastic night.
Lewis on the backdoor cut was wide open.
Yeah, you gotta see those.
Island, free throw jumper.
Nice shot by Island there.
Couldn't convert the 2 free throws earlier. Hits a nice little jumper from that area.
Yeah, she said, give me them 2 points back, and she got it there with that jumper. Nice shot.
And a 3.
Wallacow again. I told you in pregame she was over here shooting lights out, and if you gave her an open 3, she was going to take it, and she did. She's up to 14 now.
Oh, and Pete with the stop created a little bit of space. Wish he could have got that pass a little sooner, could have popped that 3. Island gets it to Brown. Brown driving, down low to Island. Island
off the
couldn't
front.
get that little runner to go.
Yeah, I think they had Pete over here in the corner. Wide open, they just missed her.
And Guy's going to travel there.
Yeah, got to get a travel there.
You saw her lose her balance. She took that step and she's standing there with the ball on her hip looking up like, yep, I know.
She looked like she turned around and there was nobody there and she didn't know what to do. I've had that happen before. It's like, it's one of those gotcha moments, right? The Homer Simpson. Dope.
As Alyssa brings the ball up court. Driving. Cutting right through the defense and gets that one to go with some nice touch.
Nice play by Alyssa there, just to cut through the defense. Didn't even get touched.
And that's 3 Chaney Cowgirls in double figures as we get the replay here. Look.
Yep. Right to the hole.
The speed.
I mean, nobody got in her way. They reached, but nobody got in her way.
And that's going to be 4 fouls for Pete now.
So we've got Pete with 4. We've got Lewis with 2.
Island with 3.
Island with 3. Brown with 4. And Jackson with 0 in the foul department.
And Croyle loses
And
that
there's the
one.
steal.
Harmon.
Gets it off to a teammate.
And
Oh, what
Brown.
a play.
Nice bucket off the steal.
Wow, what a defensive play there. She knew that she couldn't get the ball, and she just tapped it out there so her teammate can come and get it and take it down the lane for an easy layup.
I think Kimball may have hit her head there.
Yeah, look at the replay here. So watch this. He tries to set the screen. Ball gets popped away, right?
Kimball diving for it. Yeah, Jackson.
That was Harmon. Harmon on that steal. Harmon tipped it out.
Jackson's hip hit Kimball in the head when she was running by as Kimball was falling, trying to turn around and grab at the ball.
Oh, they're going to call the 5th foul on Alyssa Brown with 4:26 to go in the game. She's fouled out with 12 points, and the crowd is giving the refs the business.
The Boo Birds are out tonight.
Giving them the business, and rightfully so, because there were a few calls that were, But I digress. So now we have Martin at the line, shooting 2. First one is off.
I can't believe while Struthers is at the line, that's when she gets her 5th foul.
Yeah, just, you know.
Rebound. And Island comes away with the ball.
Yeah, it looked like they blocked Croyle, or Croyle just lost it. Wow. Wow. Do we have a replay of that one? I want to see if we have a replay of that one, because I don't know what he was looking at.
Wow.
That was probably the worst call of the season.
Good rebound. That rebound was by Pete. She gives that off to Island, and Island gives that one off to Lewis. Trying to get this ball up court here. Between defenders, down to Island.
And she gets the foul call.
And she's going to go right back to the line, try and add to her 10-point performance already tonight.
You can see the look on the ref's face at half court. He knows he made a bad call that last one. He won't even look at anybody. That's how you know when they made a bad call. They won't look at nobody.
Yeah, they just stare right underneath the basket, right at the pads over there.
Yeah.
That or they look down at their shoes. Like, I don't mind me. Just making sure my shoes look good.
Want to make sure his laces were tied.
Yeah.
You know, a trip falling down the court. All right, 2nd and 2 is
Air
off
ball.
the mark.
And you could tell she's tired down there.
Yeah, she's exhausted. But she's playing her heart out. She's not quitting. And you got to love it.
Absolutely. As Struthers gets that ball in. And that's going to be Pete's last foul. She's done.
Wow.
She's going to foul out with 5. And Pagan going to check in.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Barry, I'm telling my players, go after them 2 girls on Struthers that have 4 fouls and get them out of the game, because they've got some height, and that'll really open some stuff up for Chaney down low.
Absolutely. So we got Kimball inside pass, and there's another foul call.
Wow.
Oh my Lord.
That one looked like it was all ball.
It looked like she palmed it. And she's trying to get the explanation from the ref, and the ref's just walking away.
Yeah. Well, like we said, usually when they make a bad call, they won't talk to you or look at you, so.
Martin at the line to shoot 2.
Oh, and a Chaney crowd getting into it now.
And that free throw's off, and the crowd cheers. Martin getting ready for the second free throw, and the crowd stomping on the bleachers.
Getting it going again.
And she makes the second. Lewis trying to bring the ball up. Lewis, the last of the air quote big three that we mentioned pregame, as she shoots that three, that one's off. Martin with the board, and they're trying to get that one up, push it quickly. And that's a steal.
Turnover.
Lewis just needs to take her time. They have a decent lead here.
Yeah, just take your time. You got 3:18 and counting. Don't rush, don't hurry.
Island saves possession of the ball there. Lewis trying to split defenders. And we're gonna get a foul, and there's gonna be 2 free throws.
Yep.
And Lewis already with 22. Excellent game for Lewis, really that spark offensively.
Yeah.
Oh, they're calling the foul on the floor, no free throws.
Yeah, they haven't hit, Chaney hasn't hit the bonus yet. Only 3 team fouls so far on.
I thought she was going up with it when the foul occurred.
I thought so too, but they said it was on the floor, so.
Lewis for 3, that one's off. Rebound Martin, gets that one off to Adams.
And we're gonna get a foul call on Harmon.
And again, some of these fouls are a little ticky-tacky.
Yeah. Well, that ref that called that, I think all 3 of the calls that he's made out in the, towards center court area have all been ticky-tacky reach-in fouls, but.
At least he's consistent.
Right.
Adams
give him that.
hits the first of 2. As Struthers is in the bonus.
Chaney Crowd getting into it again.
And they force another one. Island couldn't get that board. Gets the second one, and that's a foul.
Yeah, we got to get a foul call on that one. Without a doubt, she had that ball, was just kind of pulled down. That's going to be a 3rd foul. We do not have number 20 listed for Struthers, unfortunately, so we apologize for that.
And we got Jackson to inbound.
A lot of fouls tonight.
2:50 and counting left in your 4th quarter here. 10-point lead for the Chaney Cowgirls as Lewis driving. Takes a screen from Jackson, tween cross. Doubled. Tries to get that one to Harmon, can't.
Throws it away, and Jackson with the interception.
We're gonna get a timeout.
When we talk about fouls, right, you see a lot of hustle, bodies all over the floor there. Both teams hustling. But, we talk about fouls. If you look up on the scoreboard right now, you've got 25 fouls, 22 fouls up there between all the players on the court. We've already had 1 foul out. That's another 5 fouls.
We've had 2 foul out.
2 foul out, so that's another 10 fouls. So we're over 30 fouls in this game. That's a lot of fouls to be calling.
Absolutely, and right now we have Croyle and Adams both at 4. We have Island at 4. We have Lewis at 3, and then, again, number 20 we don't have listed. We apologize for that. She's at 3 fouls, and Martin is at 3 fouls. So, so many players within this last 2 minutes and some change here that could potentially get ejected from this game.
Absolutely. So as we get ready to come out of this timeout, if I'm Chaney, I'm trying to run some of this clock. 2:29 left to go here in the 4th quarter. You're up by 10. Let's run some of this clock, but at the same time, when we go to run our offense, let's get some good shots.
Absolutely, and with no shot clock, you want to take as much time as you can to find that perfect shot opportunity for you. As they get the inbound to Lewis, and she's close to the half-court line, needs to move. And she's getting doubled as she beats the double spins, and we're going to get a travel call. Struthers to inbound under the basket. And they get that one in. Troyle passes that one off to
And here
Walkow.
comes the defense. Let's see the defense.
Gets that one up to Adams. Swings it
break
down
the
low.
press.
Great basket down low.
Yeah, we apologize. Number 20, that's her second bucket of the game. She's got 4 points. Apologize. We do not have her name in our program.
And Lewis trying to split the double. Can't get that one down low to Island. And Chaney needs to slow it down on offenses. They only have an 8-point lead now. Rebound, Pagan. Pagan pushes that one.
Oh.
Adams with the steal. Croyle gets that one down low. Swung back out to the corner.
Croyle loses it.
And we're going to get a jump. I believe possession arrows with Chaney. Let's get a replay here. Swings that one down low.
I didn't know you could get a jump ball when you only had one hand on the ball. Thought you had to have 2 on the ball. To me, that should have been a reach-in foul.
If it would have been her 5th, and it would have been disqualification for Adams there. As that's a steal. Croyle. What was that call there?
I don't know. Missed that one.
Well, regardless, we're going to get Chaney ball on the side inbound here. Jackson gets that one into Lewis.
Chaney's up by 8, 58-50, minute 18 to go.
And that's going to be a foul. If that's on Adams, then that'll be her 5th.
Yep, and it is.
And she is disqualified.
Adams is fouled out with 4 points.
And number 20 checking back into the game.
First one drops.
And even with her coming off the court, I mean, I think we still have 3 players on the court with 4 fouls.
23 and 24 there for Lewis. And we got a timeout. 30-second timeout.
As Chaney was able to build that lead back up to 10 points.
Yep, 60-50 here. Both teams have 5 fouls. So, you know, any fouls called here, it's 2
automatic
shots.
trip to the line.
Yep. They'll be at the stripe.
And again, yeah, with Adams fouling out, you still have 3 players on the court with 4 fouls that can still foul. 2 for Struthers, 1 for Chaney.
Yeah.
And then you also have Lewis, who, you know, you can pick up 2 fouls pretty quickly when they're calling some of this ticky-tack stuff.
Absolutely.
She could be gone. Number 20 for Struthers. Again, we apologize for not having her name listed down on the roster sheet here. She's at 3 fouls, and Martin is at 3 fouls.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, they've been heavy on the whistle tonight.
Walkow kicks that one. That's a 3 from Croyle, and that one's in. Nothing but net.
Yeah, you can't leave them wide open.
And Lewis trying to push the ball.
I don't know if I would have pulled that one back. I might have been tempted to take that easy layup and at least try to draw a foul, maybe get an and 1, get that 3 back.
Harmon to Pagan.
Back to Harmon.
Trying to get it back to Lewis.
Trap. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Struthers.
And they're just trying to get the ball back to Lewis and let Lewis try and run around and chew some of this clock remaining.
Yeah, they got to spread it out.
And they get it into Lewis. And we're going to get a foul. And again, you mentioned that already, free throws.
Yep. See who that foul call is on.
Couldn't quite see who that one was on. First free throw is in.
I believe they called it on 13.
And with that, she's up to 25.
26.
Oh, yeah, excuse me, 26.
Still got a chance to hit that 30 number tonight. Let's
Walkow for 3.
I told you, Walkow, she's been hitting them all night. Cheney getting another foul.
And if Lewis gets fouled, if she makes both of these and gets fouled one more time, we could see a 30 bomb tonight.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was Coryell's fifth foul. Coryell fouled out of the game for Struthers. Number 22 for Struthers.
So now we've had 2 foul outs per squad.
Number 22, Skylar Tucson, comes in.
This free throw for 28.
And it's good, too.
I mean, if I'm Lewis, I'm trying to draw one more just to try and have the opportunity to get to 30.
Absolutely. Pagan with nice defense there. Pokes that ball away, almost had another steal for this Chaney Cowgirls defense. Tough defense all night long.
And they get that one in. And a nice bucket down low.
Score 64-58.
And Lewis is going to go to the line one more time. And right now it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, let's see if she can drop these 2 in.
If she doesn't hit these 2 free throws.
Don't jinx it. She's got it. She's got this.
If she doesn't, Struthers may still have a chance in this game.
There's one.
But when she hits free throws at the clip she's hitting them at tonight,
22 will check out.
It's going to just about do it.
Tucson will check out. Riley Guy will check in for Struthers. And there it is, number 30.
And if you had the number 2 scorer on the season for Chaney scoring 30 tonight.
It's going to be out of bounds with 8.7 seconds left. Chaney, the Chaney Cowgirls, 66-58 over the Struthers Lady Wildcats right now. Coach is going to check some of these other girls in.
Loggins and Howell.
Let's hear it. Put your hands together for this great team. And these seniors out here tonight, they gave it everything tonight. A lot of calls didn't go their way, but boy, they stuck through it throughout the whole night.
And 2 seniors checking out there in Island and Harmon, but let's not forget about the senior that fouled out. Tough, gritty performance from Pete.
Yes.
But again, the story of this game with basically half of the team's offensive production, Simone Lewis, 30-point game.
Yeah. She's been phenomenal tonight. You know, when her team needed her most, she stepped up. You know, her teammate Alyssa wasn't getting all the calls that she wanted and things like that, but she stepped up and she put a 30-point performance up tonight. You know, fantastic performance, just fantastic. I think without a doubt she's our player of the game.
Absolutely.
So I just want to thank everybody for watching us tonight here, coming out, Chauvin Broadcasting, bringing you Chaney Cowgirls basketball. Simone Lewis, our player of the game tonight with 30 points. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you to all the students here that brought you this game. Youngstown, have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.